Lend me your ear. I got something you need to hear. Turn the volume up so it's loud and clear. A podcast where we talk about politics and culture, unscripted, no limits. Like a 504 soldier, we're not pretenders, ain't no agendas. Our only plan is to keep it 100 and do it for the fam. Yeah.
What up, what up, what up?
What's going on?
Same old same. 6 mil, keeping it trill.
It's your boy KG.
What's up with you, man? How you feeling today?
Good. Little tired. Went to bed late last night, playing around on the phone. Looked up, dog. It was 2:00 in the morning.
2:00 in the morning. I couldn't tell you the last time I stayed up that late. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Doing a bunch of nothing. I don't even remember what I was looking at. Just scrolling and laughing.
Yeah, but was it fun? Were you enjoying yourself?
I don't remember. I fell asleep.
No, that's hilarious.
Hey, when I woke up this morning, the phone was by the window.
Oh, wow.
So I must have rolled over and it hit the wall or something. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. So welcome to episode 10 of For the Fam podcast, y'all. No, we getting there. Said we trying to be consistent as far as our uploading schedule and everything. So continue to tune in, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. So what you want to get into today, bro?
Want to talk about assigning value. Nothing in particular, just overall, different aspects of life, assigning value, whether it be economic, whether it be culture, art, as you mentioned a little while ago. So social value, so on and so forth.
With the key word being value, right? Which is subjective.
Correct.
Value means different things to different people. So I guess that's sort of what we want to get into is, how the term value is applied, and I guess, how it's assessed, right? All right, cool. Well, go ahead, bro. Let's get into it.
So one of the things that I know I always tell the kids, and I know they used to get tired of me saying it, just because something doesn't mean something, just because it doesn't mean something to you doesn't mean something to somebody else. You may think something is silly.
Right.
You may think something is stupid. You can even have an opinion on it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the value in whether or not they should go to college or not, whether or not they should take that job, whether or not they should date that person, or start a family, it's on them. It's what's valued to them, not what is valued just to you. If that makes any sense.
Like valuing other people's perspectives. Opinions is on the tip of my tongue, which I just said it, but I didn't want to say opinions because you don't have to value other people's opinions, especially if they're silly ones. But yeah, I get it. Just how you, like you were saying, just because it's not important to you does not mean it's not important to them. So yeah, I get that. Sure. Just perspective and all of that kind of stuff. Sure.
I'll give you an example. Recent. I didn't finish school. My brother didn't finish school. College, y'all. College, not high school. My sister never went to school. She did go to cosmetology school. So technically, I guess, she did finish. Man, my nephew graduating college was huge.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's my nephew. Obviously, I was proud of him, but I didn't realize how proud I was of him.
Yeah.
And now I've got another niece and nephew that are going to graduate here shortly within the next, 2 years or whatnot. That value is I didn't realize how valuable it was.
Well, it makes me think of those old commercials where the person would buy 2 or 3 random items, and then at the end they'd go spending time with family priceless. It makes me
MasterCard.
Is that what it was? I'm like, what product was that? Okay. Yeah. So it makes me think of that. And yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just it's so personal. If that's the right term for it. I mean, like you said, it's important to you. You feel great about that. But to somebody else,
it's like,
yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
Doesn't matter.
That's my sister's boy.
Yeah.
She was happy. She
Right.
cried. She
Right.
was, you know,
Right.
so we were all happy.
Right. Just to see him accomplish
Mhm.
that. Yeah, that's huge. And yeah, nobody should knock that. It's a huge accomplishment. It's a huge step in that person's life. Yeah. That's what's up. I'm a jump all over the place, as I often do if you listen to the podcast. It's to go back to what you were saying a few weeks ago when we were talking about sporting contracts.
Mhm.
And you said that you're as valuable as someone is willing to pay you.
Worth what they want to pay you.
Yeah. That can apply to so many different things other than just athletics. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a rug, a Persian rug that, I may think is ugly. Somebody else may look at this rug and go, yeah, that rug, $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it's now worth $5,000, but I'm going, I wouldn't give you $5 for this piece of shit. It's crazy to me how subjective like the word value actually is when you think about it in retrospect. Like we were talking about art.
Yeah.
Which is sort of the same as the rug, right?
Yeah.
Take someone like John Paul or John Pierre Basquiat?
Pierre.
Okay.
Am I tripping?
I don't know. I think we both are. Anyway, Basquiat. Yeah. Y'all know who we talking about.
Somebody correct us. Yeah.
Right. I don't think his art was particularly good. That's just my personal opinion. But it was valuable. And it's just, I mean, to me, it looked elementary. It looked like something a fifth grader could do. And it's just like somebody else was going, this is great. I want to pay $10,000 for this piece. And it's like, are you serious right now?
You remember the dude that went into the museum and put the pair of shoes in the center and walked away? And people started like crowding around, looking at it and was interested in it. It was just a pair of shoes. He just took them off and set them on the floor and walked away.
We're both comic book fans.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the rabbit in the snowstorm painting that the Punisher likes. Mm-hmm. Not the Punisher, the Kingpin likes. The rabbit in the snow. Yeah. It's just a white canvas.
Loves it. Stares at it.
It's just a white canvas. There's nothing to look at, but he loves it. And it's just like, are you serious?
That's his, people have places that they go where they can clear their mind.
Yeah.
For him, it seems like that's what it is.
What we're doing right now, we're podcasting. Mm-hmm. As of right now, there is no monetary value. But for you and I, this is quite valuable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now think about somebody like Joe Rogan or what's the call her daddy?
Yeah.
Chick, how much their podcasts are worth, and we're doing the exact same thing. So it is really, in a nutshell, you're as valuable as the next man is willing to pay if you're only looking at it from a monetary standpoint. Mm-hmm. Whatever the next man is willing to pay, that's your value. I don't know which one carries more weight. Is it the sentimental value, which you can't put a price on sentimental value? Or is it, well, in America and capitalism, of course, most people are going to say it's the monetary value. But I mean, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It's a either or, in my opinion.
One of my favorite podcasts, sports podcast. I mean, you hear me reference it all the time. If most people listen to that podcast, they go, yo, man, this is the silliest crap I've ever heard in my life. How does this dude finish number 1 or number 2 in sports podcasting in the United States every single week? The nostalgia, like people have been riding with that crew for 20 years. Mm-hmm. So you get used to it. Mm-hmm. But I'll admit, when I listen to it some days, I'll be like, yo, what are we talking about? None of this makes any sense. But to me, I had a point in my life where I couldn't function if I didn't listen to that podcast.
Oh, wow.
It was that valuable to me in my day-to-day.
Yeah.
Especially when I was doing all that driving.
Yeah.
It was extremely valuable to me.
Yeah.
And if I didn't listen to it, I felt like my whole day was ruined.
Yeah.
But other people would be like, nah, dog, that's a stupid podcast. Don't listen to it. Has no value to them.
Interesting. to spin this in another way, since we're talking about podcasts, right? Is a lot of success kind of based on luck in like the podcast atmosphere? I mean, like,
yeah, because there's a lot of great
that no one listens
podcasts
to.
that no one listens to.
Right. So is it kind of like just luck and you getting lucky and the right person hears it and goes, I'm going to make you an offer. And now you're on Crooked Media or you're on Range Media or iHeart or whoever, you know what I'm saying, picks you up. So yeah, it's just like, what do we do with value in America?
It also boils down to the people around you. How valuable is it to them? Is it valuable? Is this podcast valuable enough to be like, you know what? Here, take a listen to this. I want you to hear this. This is my friend, or this is, my cousin, or whatever. So it's also about what the fans want, or people like, are you giving them something that they're going to tune into every single week? You have to make it valuable to them.
So at that point, do you start catering your show to the fans, or do you stick to what your true intentions were? Because that's how you ultimately built a fan base.
Us now? No, we stick to what we're doing.
Sure.
Maybe 20 years ago, we probably would have been like, all right, yeah, we'll adjust it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not willing, and I know you're not willing to, well, let's talk about this.
Right.
Let's start talking about the Kardashians. No.
Right.
No,
right.
I'm good.
No, I feel that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Which is an avenue that we could easily go down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be silly.
You're right. But Lord forbid, we could be the liberal version of a Charlie Kirk. If we wanted to go down that avenue, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, just say all type of extreme stuff, but with a liberal point of view on it.
And then privately, not any of that crap.
There you go, right there, that part.
But you know what the difference is? A lot of our friends will call us. Hey, man, what the hell y'all talking about? I know damn well y'all don't believe this.
Right. So it's so say weird in America how we assign and how we assess value, and like I said, because we are on a capitalistic economic system, excuse me, y'all. Everything is mostly going to be about the money. Does this make any money? That's how most people are going to place their value, which is kind of why we're in such a bad place right now, because the money is basically overriding everything. People look at some CEOs like they're good people and we value your opinion, yada, 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 because they're the boss, because they have a lot of money. Look at someone like Jeff Bezos, kind of a douchebag. Elon, you're a douchebag. But because you have money, your opinion has value. Your opinion has influence. But you're a scumbag. Doesn't make you a good person. But so many people would be way more interested in hearing their opinions
than they would ours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And only because they have money. Not because they're any smarter, but because they have money.
But the second we got that money, opened up a studio, then people will start paying attention.
Yeah, right.
But of course, it's always been that way. It's just social media, as great as it is, it's happening, it's also detrimental. It gives people, speaking of value, people value just some of the things they see on social media and the value they give it. When in your mind, you're just like, yo, that's brain rot. Like, just, I don't know, dog.
Well, it goes back to what we were just saying, though, at the beginning. To us, it may be brain rot. To them, maybe it's therapeutic. Maybe, I have to admit, I never got the whole cat video phase that people were, I got to watch some cat videos. And I'm like, but what the hell for? I never got it. But to them, if it was therapeutic, go with it. If that stopped you from taking your gun and, going and doing something stupid, then watch as many cat videos as you like.
Please.
Yeah,
I'll find
please.
some and send them to you.
Right. So it's just, I don't know, bro. Do we want to twist this and talk about social values? We want to talk about political values?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah, I mean, with political value, it seems like the demand for tangible value in exchange for political support is just wild.
Sell your soul to the devil
right now.
Sell your soul to the devil, basically, which is what a lot of them are doing at this point.
Especially with everything going on right now. It's just, we got somebody stepping out from the shadows, donating $130 million for fame, to gain fame, to gain value with their dollars. To pay the military. How about y'all just reopen the government?
Right.
What do you think that $130 million is going to turn into?
A favor.
It's going to turn into a favor.
For sure. Some type of kickback. Remember when I broke you off? Yeah, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah, and I got more to say about that later on.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
But it's just wild to me. Oh, I can just buy this. Yeah, I'm gonna make this valuable.
Well, when we have a corrupt leader and a whole bunch of corrupt cronies,
take that word leader out.
It's so easy to do. Now, in previous administrations, you would have got told to kick rocks with that 130 million.
Or if you didn't, we wouldn't know about it.
Right.
Don't make it right, because taking a bribe is a bribe.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead out here in the open. Oh, you give me 130? Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild what we've become. And quickly. It's only been 10 months. It's only been 10 months, bro.
Dude, I almost threw my phone. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I almost threw it against the wall the other day. I got so mad. Like, I had to reset my whole algorithm because I was getting like the same videos over and over, just not, stuff I didn't want to see. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't even watch this no more.
So, peace of mind. There is no price for peace of mind. And they say more money, more problems. I don't know. I don't have any money. I would like to know one day. But
I'd like to find out.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That what's really valuable? I guess it's the question I'm getting to, is what's really valuable? Is your core family values, your moral values, in the end, is that more important? Does that carry more weight? Or does your worth carry more weight? And I guess that kind of decides what type of person you are. If you're a person who, your family and relationships and social justice and how you treat people and how others are treated, if that means more to you, then you fit in this category. And if monetary value and just money and more, if that's what you value and that's the type of person you want to be, you fit into this category. One of these categories are douchebags. I'll let y'all decide which one.
I was talking to one of the kids this morning. We were talking about he was mentioning how, like, some of his friends' point of view is really just their parents' point of view. And all of my kids and anybody around me knows that, yes, I preached what I felt in my home, but I also explained, even at a young age, the kids knew why I felt the way I felt. It wasn't just, this is how we are as a family.
Right.
This is how you're supposed to believe.
Right.
This is what you're supposed to believe. This is what you're supposed to think. Because there are, one or two of the kids that have differences of opinion on certain things, the way I feel. I'm more empathetic to certain things than one of the other kids would be like, nah, they don't get empathy for that.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel differently.
Right.
But I would never beat it upside his head.
No.
No, you need to feel this way. Or you're a jerk.
No, you want to encourage free thoughts, free thinking. What am I trying to say? Anyway, independent thought. That's it. You want to encourage independent. Yeah. It's been a long day, y'all. Forgive me. You want to encourage independent thought, and you want your kids to make up their own mind when it comes to things, right? No one wants like a robot, what they call it, automaton. Nobody wants that. You want them to be different, but you hope that the values that you try to instill in them somehow takes effect and has a little bit of sway in their decision making. And that's all you can hope for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because in the end, they're going to be adults. At some point in their lives, they're going to be adults, and you want them to be independent and not have to call on you or ask you for every little thing. And what should I think about this? Make up your own mind.
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing.
Yeah. Make up your own mind. So that's how we feel about value, y'all. I know it kind of seemed like we were disjointed and rambling, but just take a step back. You'll understand what we're trying to say. So with that being said, let's move into some current events. What you want to talk about as far as current events, bro?
Oh man, I want to talk about the 90,000 square foot ballroom.
Have at it.
A football field is 56,000 square feet. The last major retail store I worked at before they, air quotes, laid us off, fired everybody. That store was like 62,000 square feet. Massive. 90? The White House is less than 60,000 square feet.
Who are you going to invite?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Look,
you're never going to have that many people in there to fill that ballroom.
And I know it sounds like we say we're not going to be talking about politics all the time and so on and so forth. But the disdain we have for this person is hard not to talk about it. But, and I'm not even particularly support the government.
No.
Gung-ho type.
No.
That's just not who we are.
No.
But man, to see an entire wing
just get demolished without the approval of anyone. This is the people's house. It's not your house, dude.
What you gonna do?
People's house.
You gonna have all gold everything?
Right.
You gonna have, just gold is gaudy. It was gaudy in the 90s when we wore it. It was gaudy in the 80s when we wore it.
I feel like the people, if you're gonna subvert Congress, I feel like before any bulldozer even pulled up on that street on 1600 Pennsylvania, the people should have had a say so. Cause it's just like, so what's next? And I mean, like, literally, what's next? If you're gonna let this dude come in and just destroy part of the White House, a historic, and keep in mind, y'all, had a Democrat done this, Republicans would be going the hell off. It'll be on every channel all day, every day. They'd be trying to get somebody impeached. That part is the part that really is infuriating, is what's the word I'm looking for now? Capitulation. I mean, they just let this dude do anything he freaking wants when a good portion of it is probably illegal. A good portion of it, they know they would not be this silent about if a Democrat was doing it. That's the part that's infuriating, is just the blatant hypocrisy of it all. But my bad, because this is your current event.
No. But I think another thing and I know I said 90,000 square feet. Now, realistically, they're not going to build a 90,000 square foot ballroom. You're just not. You're going to build a 30,000 square foot ballroom. You're going to build offices. You'll probably rebuild the historic theater that was there. But what he does is he makes it sound like he's going to build one big ballroom and tick people off and have all the rage, when in reality, it's something completely different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's rage baiting.
For sure.
It's what he does.
For sure.
So, but at the same time, like when I saw pictures of like a wall being torn down, I was like, all right, I mean, whatever. And then I didn't pay attention for like a whole day and looked up and saw satellite imagery. Like,
it looks terrible.
the whole way.
Yeah, it looks horrible, bro.
Right above the bunker.
And for what?
As well.
Yeah. Good point. And for what though? No one wanted this except for you. This is nothing but a vanity project. This adds no value to the White House, no value to the American people. It's pointless.
He's liable. God, I hope somebody step in. He's liable to make this completely different. Like, it'll be like purple.
Yeah.
Or like he'll probably have a big Trump logo on the outside of it.
What's the limit, bro? When is enough? When do these bums go, all right, bro, you're doing too much? Tearing down the White House, I think, would.
Because if I'm his homeboy,
like, bro, what? Yeah,
if I believe
what you
in
on right
everything that you do, I'm pulling you to the side, going, hey,
right?
Do you realize what you're doing?
Right.
You sure you good with this?
Before, bro, what? You really about to bulldoze part of the White House? Come on, man, knock it off.
Yeah, call me a plan. I'm going back home.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. You good on your current event, bro?
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to get into local current events, sort of local. Now, last podcast we were talking about gerrymandering and voting in local elections and all of that good business. Are you aware, which it won't happen, but are you aware of these idiots in Illinois who are trying to move parts of Illinois to Indiana in order to offset J.B. Pritzker, who's trying to offset the governor in Texas with all of this gerrymandering stuff? It's so crazy to me, bro. And it's just like, how can you not say that you're trying to rig an election when your sole purpose of wanting to join Indiana, those however many counties, your sole purpose is to join Indiana so Indiana will get more Republican seats. That's just the bottom line, point blank, period. How can you not say it's a free and fair election at that point? And here's the stupid part. Some of the counties are on the west side of Illinois, not even close to the Indiana border.
And then there's one that's up, not quite, past Lafayette, but there's one that sits all by itself a little further north. And that's cool. Y'all want to come over here? That's cool. Make Lake County part of Illinois.
Yeah.
Cool.
Simple as that.
Because if y'all moving these counties over here, I'm moving back home.
Right.
And I'll just be a part of Illinois. So I got to deal with this nonsense.
Right.
Indiana.
Right. It's the whole thing just freaking. It's just like, first of all, like the Supreme Court, they're the reason for all of this, because they could have put the kibosh on all of this. We just said no, but all of this states' rights mess, and we're going to leave it up to them. It's just like, see what you've started. Now, where does it end? So,
especially in the red states, because you're going to get, we've got a ridiculous governor, even more ridiculous lieutenant governor.
Bro, there are 2 blue counties.
2. Marion and Lake.
2 blue counties.
That's it.
You got the whole state. You got 7 of the 9 seats. There's nothing left to gerrymander, bro. What? Seriously, do you want an all red state?
Yep.
It's just like,
which will never happen.
Will never
Marion
happen.
County and Lake County
will never happen. But it's just like, there is no logic behind this other than you want to rig an election. That's all it is, which is why I'll reiterate, vote in local elections. It's so important, people. It's so important. The federal government cannot tell a governor or a state, let me put it like that, to redraw the maps. That is the governor's decision. It is a state process, period. Trump can call and say, hey, can you do this? All the governor has to say is no.
There was a Republican here this morning. I forget his last name. That flat out came out and was like, "No, I'm voting no. If there's ever a vote to redraw the districts, I'm voting no."
Yeah,
and that's my stance. He said that this morning.
It's different if the population changes.
Yeah.
So then it expands. Sure, let's have a look at that. Maybe this isn't being represented properly, but for the sole purpose of we want more House seats, no, absolutely, it shouldn't be allowed in Texas. It shouldn't be allowed in California.
Nope.
I get Gavin Newsom just trying to offset. It shouldn't be allowed in Ohio. It shouldn't be allowed in Indiana. It shouldn't be allowed in Illinois or anywhere else.
Unless it's that time to do it.
Right. And you have to have a valid reason, like a population change, a demographic change, not just the sole purpose of we want more seats in the House. But this is what, again, we were talking about political value and how people are just selling their souls. This is what we've devolved into. What do you value? We value winning. We don't value the rule of law. We don't value the people's opinions.
Oh, the law and order president don't value the rule of law?
What?
That's new to me.
Ain't it though? It's so weird, ain't it?
Even though it's been going on since before you and I were born.
Yeah.
Think about that, dog. He got his first lawsuit before we were born.
Think about this, bro. You're the law and order president, but every time you get a ruling that's not in your favor, you want to appeal. If you're the law and order president, at that point you're going, the law spoken, done. They didn't vote in my favor. It's a non-issue. No, I'm going to appeal. I'm going to move it up to the Supreme Court, which is totally feckless because they're completely partisan at this point. You're not the law and order president, dude. You're the law and order president when it suits you. When it doesn't suit you, you don't give a shit about the law at all. And your actions prove it daily. I had another current event, but I'm getting so worked up on, oh my gosh, man. I think maybe we touched on it, or maybe that was before we started recording, but the freaking boats being blown.
Oh yeah.
And there's,
I mean, call it what you want. At the end of the day,
it's murder.
It's you're killing people in international waters without due process. And I wouldn't care if this was Biden, Clinton, Obama, Jimmy Carter. I don't care.
Right.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because then if Venezuela, if they launch some missiles at one of our ships, we'd be sitting around here going, I can't believe they did that. Really?
There is no proof. No. One, that there were any drugs on any of these boats because you're basically blowing them to smithereens. There's no proof that any of these guys were drug dealers. There's no proof that they were even on their way to America because they're in international waters at that time. There is no proof of anything, and we're just supposed to take your word, believe you?
Can you imagine a husband and a wife deciding to have a nice evening out to sea, go out there with a steak dinner,
and get blown up,
drop anchor, and get blown up?
It's crazy.
Because that's what's happening.
It's crazy.
It don't matter what type of boat you're taking.
It's crazy.
And I may be speaking out of turn or speaking crazy.
No, none of it's crazy though.
But what's up with these dudes that's actually pressing the button?
Well, that's why the one dude quit last week, because he like, I can't be a part of this. But yeah,
sir, that's an unlawful order. I'm not doing it.
Right. And you can't be held accountable for that.
Well, you can arrest me. You can throw me in the brig.
But I'll beat it.
But
yeah,
I'm not about to kill some people, and I don't even know what this is. Like, what's our evidence?
Yeah, none.
What's the intel?
None. And here's the really scary part. It's coming to a city near you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real scary part. Who's to say these fools just don't start killing people? He was this, he was that, no evidence. He was a drug dealer. He was Trinidad Uruguay. He was MS-13. He was a terrorist.
ICE is being basically turned into his own personal brown suit militia. So give it some time. I mean, hell, what Stephen Miller said on whoever show he was on yesterday or whenever, he said, I want to make it clear. If you are ICE, you have federal immunity. Anyone, state, local, whoever gets in your way.
Who gave him that power?
He did, because he's really running the show.
He is, but
he said,
almost
you
said
have
something.
federal immunity. If anyone gets in your way to stop you from doing your job. Because see, here's the problem too that I don't think a lot of people understand and should be talked about. Them police officers, whether it be Chicago, Portland, wherever, y'all live here.
Right.
They're going to leave eventually.
Right.
This is the community you patrol.
Right.
So now you have no trust in this community.
Right.
Somebody kills somebody and you go knocking on doors.
We ain't telling
nobody
you nothing.
Gonna talk to you because you didn't have our back.
Yep.
You weren't protecting your city. And I don't think people understand that. I can hear people now listening to this going, well, they're the police. You should that's not how that works.
Right.
The federal government just coming into a town telling local police officers this is how it's gonna be. Nah.
Old boy doesn't have the authority to say that.
He did though.
He can say it until he blue in the face, but until a judge says it,
but
it don't mean jack shit.
What word does a judge have nowadays?
Yeah, but
let's find out Tuesday or Monday when she ordered the head of the Border Patrol. You saw that, the lady in Chicago, the judge. She ordered him to appear in court Monday morning at 10 a.m. because he threw that tear gas into the crowd. She ordered him to appear in court Monday. Let's see if he show up.
Fantastic. The other thing I'm going to quickly touch on, the No Kings rally.
Mm-hmm.
It was great to see so many people support. Wouldn't it be a lot more meaningful if they were registering people to vote? I mean, just showing up and protesting and being angry, that's all well and good, but it's not enough. What did you really do to move the needle forward? Register people to vote. Next time you have a No Kings rally, register people to vote, please. Please? Don't just show up, be angry, and then go home. That's not enough.
Hell, I think the only angry people out there were the damn police.
Well, yeah,
everybody else was just marching and dressing up in silly costumes and whatnot, which is fine. I mean, that's gonna sound condescending, but it's all tiring, man.
It's
tiring.
We're in extreme times, so in extreme times we need extreme measures. So I say do it all. Whatever, no holds barred. Go for it. Without being violent, go for it. Whatever it takes, y'all. Whatever it takes without being violent, whatever it takes, So No Kings rally. The mayor in Chicago was talking about a general strike and people just keeping their money. Go for it. I don't know how realistic that is. You're talking about people not going to their jobs. I don't know how realistic that is. I mean, when people got bills to pay, you got a mortgage to pay. I don't know how much support you're going to get for something like that, but
I'm with the canceling the holidays thing.
Man, you already know how I feel about it.
Yeah, keep your money in your pocket.
Yeah,
keep your money in your pocket. You want to put up a tree? Put up a tree. Whatever you have on hand already, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
So I saw a lady made a couple of good points online when she was talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas, and spending all that extra money. And she's like, get your family together.
Yep.
But all that Black Friday, she's like, you already got a house full of big screen TVs.
Yep.
You already got a microwave.
Yep.
You already got an air fryer.
Yep. You right, bro.
What you
buying stuff that you absolutely don't need. I bought me a new one, so I'm gonna give this one to so and so. You could have just kept your old.
Dude, we got 2 TVs at the house, just sitting there.
Wow.
Because from when moved back, because I already got the one up front, one in my room, one was already on the wall in the other room, and then they brought 2 more with them. So we got like a 50-inch and a 42, just sitting there. Imagine me going out and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this 80-inch.
Right. Not because I need it, but just because it's on sale. Hey man, I'll never get it this price again. Okay. All right.
Now you're trying to sell the other one, and ain't nobody gonna give you no more
Right.
than $300
Right.
for it, because they can just go buy their own.
That part.
So you can buy a 70-inch now for like less than $500.
That part right there. That part, you trying to get rid of TV that you're gonna have to get rid of for $50 in order to sell it, because anybody else like, man, I just go to the store and buy one for the same
Give it to
price.
a neighbor, give it to a relative.
Right.
You need a TV.
Yep. That part. All right, bro. So let's get into our rant about a random topic. Everyone's favorite segment. What you want to write about, bro? Or you want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, because we're in the spooky season, even though I don't celebrate Halloween or any holiday for that matter, I'm gonna talk about something spooky or kind of spooky, relatable. Put it like that. You believe in witches?
No.
Not at all. What about people who practice witchcraft? Are they considered a witch? And what do I mean by that? People who call themselves witches, they charge their crystals in the moonlight, all that type of business.
See, I just look at people like that and call them weird.
Well, they would say that they're witches, though.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
I'd say
or a voodoo priestess, or people who practice voodoo or hoodoo or whatever you do. To me, it's all boo boo. But they would consider themselves to be witches, bro.
Yeah.
So you say no? You're not a witch. Interesting, bro. I actually have been inside of a voodoo store. Not because I was shopping, y'all. Not because I was curious. It's part of my job. I have to do it.
I know exactly what store you're talking about.
Yeah. And so it's like, yes, I'm with you. Generally speaking, I don't believe in any of that kind of stuff, but I think we have to acknowledge that these people exist, man. We were just saying about value.
Mm-hmm.
If they think that they're literally witches,
I don't value that. Man. I don't know, man.
It's where we're at, though.
I guess, like when people used to, like when we were kids, and of course, we've mentioned it in a couple episodes before, we lived through the whole satanic panic nonsense in the 80s and early 90s. And people were just behaving and acting like, hell, we had primetime specials with Geraldo and Ricky Lake,
for sure.
Talking about this type of stuff. Because parents was legitimately, my parents weren't, but legitimately worried about this stuff. So you know how many times I've played with a Ouija board?
A lot?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never played with one.
Because it's just a board with something, and half the time we was just like making jokes and laughing. And you know what happened after that? We went to sleep. Then we woke up the next morning. Bloody Mary wasn't in the mirror.
I remember the Bloody Mary.
Nah, that scared the shit out of me.
That shit is scary, bro. I think that was part of what made Candyman so scary, because it sort of played on the whole Bloody Mary thing.
Now, I know I sound like a hypocrite right now, but stuff like that when we were kids, it was scary.
Yeah.
But like people saying, I'm gonna put a hex on you. Go ahead.
You say no, ain't gonna happen, huh? What about reading palms and psychic readings and all of that kind of stuff? Negative on that?
I think, especially when it comes to psychic, I mean, being someone who's like addicted to true crime, I've seen so many cases, where psychics step in and try to help. And for the most part, they're literally stepping in to try to just help. But man, some of these cases, like famous cases, kids being kidnapped, so on and so forth, some of these psychics come forward and just milk the police department, have them going all these different directions, putting their name out there, being on the news. What was the lady who used to be on Montel Williams all the time?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't call her name. Sylvia something.
Sylvia Brown or something like that. Like, if you do some research on her, you'd be like, oh, she's a con lady. Like, dude, she was so full of it. And there's so many people that went after her and sued her for just all types of stuff. But again, it's like you said, if they enjoy it and it keeps their mind free and it gives them something to do, I'm never going to be outside of their store saying which go home because it's not my, it's none of my business. But yeah, if you come trying to read my palm or something, like, man, go somewhere with that nonsense.
My whole thing is, especially with like mediums, how do you know that you're talking to whatever ancestor that they claim that they've conjured up? How do you know? And whatever you had to say to them, why didn't you say it to them? Say it when they were alive. What are you asking them? Hey, where's that pot you had? I can't find my fat head screwdriver. What did you do with it before you passed?
Remember that cast iron skillet set you left? Well, one of the pots is missing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who took it?
Yeah. What are you really gonna ask them? And if being dead is supposed to be a resting state, why in the hell are you bothering me? Leave me the hell alone.
I'm not answering.
Right.
I ain't home.
Right. Leave me the hell alone. I'm asleep. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny because it's I'm supposed to be resting.
Yeah.
And you got somebody bothering me.
Right. Or supposedly bothering, I say, because you don't know, even if you do, which I say this in the loosest terms, y'all, because I don't believe it either. But even if you do happen to conjure up a spirit, you have no idea who you're talking to. You have no idea that they have good intentions. None whatsoever. You could be conjuring up anybody, anything, but first of all, you want to get in on this, bro? You got to work. Cause
no,
I don't.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you.
All right. So true story. My grandmother, which we called her Medea. So the whole Tyler Perry thing wasn't new on me. The whole Medea, I knew exactly what that meant. We called my grandmother Medea. But she would always tell us that, sort of like the Sixth Sense little boy, she could see dead people. They called
I watched that again the other day, by the way.
Great freaking movie. But yeah, she called it being born with a veil on her face. That's some down south, like I said, hoodoo, voodoo, you do, whatever. So she always claimed that she could see dead people. And it's like, why are you telling me this? I'm 7. Now I gotta go in here and sleep in this room and it's dark as hell. I don't want to hear.
Yeah, because when you're at your grandparents' house, ain't no leaving no light on.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all of this. And then she had like those old, I forget the famous. She was a female artist, painting the people with the really big eyes. You know what paintings I'm talking about? And the artists I'm talking about. It was like really popular. She had like some of those spooky. Well, to me they were spooky anyway. Paintings like on the walls and stuff, and just like these white people with these big old eyes, and it's just like, happy Halloween, y'all. Psych. Hey, but that's a true story though. She did used to say that, and it's just like, could you, or was it all just something to talk about? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of interesting, but at the same time,
yeah, you remember all them down south stories?
Yeah. If you're supposed to be in a resting state, what are you doing up, walking around, yada 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 yada? You know, it's just like, no, you're supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be resting.
I felt bad for Patrick Swayze. Man got killed, couldn't even rest. Had to solve his own murder.
Had to go fight and kill his boy and man, all kind of stuff. Just a terrible, terrible afterlife. Man, no rest. Also a great movie.
Yes. I also bring that up because we talked about it, last week?
Mm-hmm.
God, do you know that's all that's been on my algorithm on YouTube? I ain't looked up nothing about Patrick Swayze. But then Ghost pulls up on my YouTube.
Like it's listening to you.
Oh, but that ain't the first time. I get so much. I guarantee you, something on my YouTube algorithm over the next 2 or 3 days is going to come up about something we talked about.
That's weird, bro.
It's strange, but I mean, we've given in to these devices.
They say that they're always listening.
Mhm.
That's why I've never had Alexa, bro.
But the thing is, right now, well, me either. But like right now, we got the mic on.
Yeah.
We got this plugged into the iPad.
Right.
It's listening.
Right.
Because we're talking.
Exactly.
So it's definitely
interesting. All right, that's all I got for bro. You got anything you want to write about?
Nah, that would be like another 45 minutes.
You sure, bro?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I guess we're gonna move on to our next topic then, which is 5 on the black hand side.
What you got? What you watched recently?
Oh man, see,
I
watched
no Tubi movie.
I have not watched any Tubi movies. Oh my goodness. I've recently watched him, but you still haven't seen him yet, have you?
No.
Okay. So I won't talk about that. And I watched One Battle After Another. I watched that recently, y'all. So
that's right. Yeah, we did.
Both movies are good, but you still haven't seen that one either, right? Okay, so we won't talk about those either. Oh man, let's go with a classic again, man. Let's go with Baby Boy.
Oh, Baby Boy.
Baby Boy, starring Tyrese and Ving Rhames and AJ Johnson. And was this our introduction to Taraji? Was this our first like breakout role?
I think breakout role, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other Gooding brother, I ain't gonna do it.
No, man, cause
Omar.
I like Omar more than I like Cuba. And I ain't even like gonna mix words on that.
Now, I didn't realize how far apart they were.
In age?
Like 16 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He did an interview and they were talking to him about something with his brother. He said, man, by the time I was coming of age, my brother was already grown, making movies and long gone out the house. He's like, I didn't grow up with my brother.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
They did not grow up together.
I did not know that either. So, what is Baby Boy about?
I mean, shoot, the name says it all, but I think the movie got a bad rap. So it's basically him doing a bunch of we got two women pregnant.
Yeah.
No job, side hustles,
coming of age story for a young black male.
Because you and I both know plenty of
for sure
who lived that life growing
for sure,
up. Which I think why it resonated so much.
For sure.
Because I'm like, oh, that's such and such.
For sure.
Him and his buddy going out, getting revenge on somebody in the movie, on Snoop's character.
I forgot. How did I not mention Snoop?
Snoop's character finally having a breakthrough moment with his mother's boyfriend.
Great scenes between him and Ving Rhames, man.
Taking that gun from him.
That was real.
Yeah.
That was so real. Yeah. Yeah. I like, to be honest, no diss to Tyrese. I thought he was kind of a punk. But Omar killed that role, bro. Omar and Ving Rhames. But Omar killed that role, bro.
Yeah. Tyrese's character was more like a straddling in between.
Yeah.
A tough guy. Because he wasn't no punk.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he had his moments.
He wasn't a gangster. He wasn't no killer.
Right. Until he was. But when
wait. No, he wasn't. Tyrese didn't kill Snoop. He didn't kill him.
What you mean?
Omar Gooden killed him.
Oh, well, yeah, but he was shooting too.
But remember, he told him, finish him.
Yeah.
And he hesitated. And then Omar Gooden was just like, pop, 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 pop.
Oh, yeah. But the shooting part, though,
Yeah, I think Tyrese just shot him in the leg. He was like, Blaze. He just shot him in the leg.
So, as great as that movie was, I can't, this is just me, because I pay attention to stuff like this. We also have to go back to how horrible Snoop was in that movie as an actor.
Rodney.
Dude, but we also got to do the funniest scene. Dude, when he got up and kicked that little boy's fort over,
man,
dude, I laughed so hard. And the reason I've done it, because I've gotten mad at my kids and kicked the fort or two over. Get these damn pillows up.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think that movie showed the world just how skinny Snoop was when he had on that wife beater. It was like, man, this dude is a skeleton.
But I was very shocked. And of course, that's when that movie came out when I was still married. So we watched that movie like crazy, just like Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Those types of movies we watched all the time. But Baby Boy, I enjoy it.
Dude, I like Baby Joy. Look, I like Baby Boy way more than I like Boys in the Hood. And I don't even think they're close. I like the father and son dynamic between Tyrese and Ving Rhames, even though it was mostly a confrontational relationship, adversarial relationship, I guess is a better word. I still like Ving Rhames in a roundabout way teaching him how to be a man. Like you need to grow up, dude. Like what you on right now, this ain't it. Like that ain't grown man business that you handling like you still a little boy. Like, come on, man. Like I can't help you unless you let me.
And seemingly kind of getting through to him at the end.
Yeah.
When he rolled up, we left out his mother's house and started playing. I forget the song that was on. And he was like, you don't know nothing about that?
Yeah.
Ving Rhames and his boy.
Yeah, I think it was Could It Be Our Falling in Love. I think that was the song. But yeah, man, it's a scene, bro. When before they start selling the dresses, I think. And him and Omar just at the little swap meet, strip mall, wherever, and they talking. And Omar say something like real aggressive. And Tyrese jumped back, dude. And I'm like, did he not know? Like, they didn't rehearse? Like, did he not know he was going to say that or what? He jumped back like dude was about to smack him or something. And I'm just like, oh, wow. I think that was like a genuine moment caught on film where he didn't know he was going to snap that hard.
Them fools in that park.
When he was socking them.
I was like, no, man, you got to get it like this. Wow.
He said, you mean to tell me this little dude's teeth is harder than your fist? Hit him again.
And then he took his belt off, started whooping. He was like, oh, you got some heart. He's like, all right, then. He pulled his belt off, started whooping him.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And between P and Ving Rhames, those were my favorite characters in that whole movie, man. Like even when he got into it with his girlfriend and her mama. Y'all want me gone? Forget it. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. He came right back. Man, I love y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember. Okay, yeah.
I love y'all. I love your daughter.
Yeah, the dynamic, the dynamic with them was crazy.
Yeah. I ain't got nowhere else to go. Y'all are my family. I love y'all. I'm like, yeah, that's.
Hey, we knew some cats like that too.
Yeah. It was, in my opinion, and this is probably why I like it more than Boys in the Hood. Baby Boy was more genuine depiction of young black males and what they go through than Boys in the Hood. I feel like Boys in the Hood had like a couple of fantastic scenarios in it, like, and I'm not saying like, it couldn't happen. It was just like, most of the time it ain't going down like that.
That's kind of like with Friday, minus the shootout scene and whatnot. Chilling on the porch.
Yeah.
You know how many times I done sat on the porch?
Yeah, how much silly
13, 14 hours go by and it's 2 people. Then it's 5 people.
Right.
Then you got a couple people in the yard. Remember they were slap boxing.
Right.
That used to happen all the time.
Right.
People slap boxing. Then somebody make a run to the store. Go get some food. Then somebody run to state line to the liquor store.
Yep.
Yeah, that was every day for us.
Off topic, but 2 movies that I give credit to, no matter how bad they were, just for the pure genius of the marketing and the budget. Friday, because like you said, the whole movie basically on the front porch. If it's not on the front porch, it's on the block. They never leave the block. They didn't spend no money to make Friday. But you want to know what my all-time favorite? The original Blair Witch Project. Pure genius. we can go outside right now and run through the woods in the back of my house and make Blair Witch Project.
Yep.
And spend no money. Never have to show the monster. Just pretend to be scared. I'm like, this is freaking genius. Now, I think the movie sucked, but I'm like, but this is genius.
And the thing is, too, is that this was before social media. So if you watched it and you weren't, like, let's just say, abreast to everything that was going on, and you just watched it, you're like, yo, what happened to them? And it's like, oh, that's just a movie.
Yeah. But no, they did try and market it as a true story, though, which I think kind of misleading, but still, I think it made like $1 billion or something like that.
I don't know if it made that much, but it made a lot of money.
And they probably spent 10, 15 grand to make that movie.
And I ain't gonna lie, like when I first saw it, I was intrigued. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Pure genius. But we got way off topic. We supposed to be talking about Baby Boy. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, like I said, Baby Boy starring Tyrese, Ving Rhames, Taraji P. Henson, AJ Johnson, Snoop Dogg, Omar Gooding. Very good coming of age movie about young black males and the hardships they go through. Just trying to make it, in that, probably 18 to probably 20, 22, 23 age. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go check it out. John Singleton is the writer director. No, Shaft was his last movie, wasn't it? Okay. So his second to last movie, probably?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you got a little time, go check out Baby Boy. You want to get his, bro. How many high fives on the black hand side?
2.
All right, 2 high fives on the black hand side for Baby Boy.
And if you're confused on where to find Baby Boy, just turn on BET on the weekend. I'm sure.
Hey, for a stretch there, you right. It was on every weekend, bro.
Dude, I remember one time just going through channels. I was like, damn, Baby Boy, didn't I just go through here yesterday? I'm like, Baby Boy was on yesterday at this time.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, other than Marcellus and Pulp Fiction, this might be my favorite Ving Rhames performance. That's just me.
So yeah, Marcellus, and I don't think you've seen it yet. Holiday Heart.
No, I haven't seen it.
Where he was the drag queen.
I've never watched it. No. Really?
Oh, that movie's great.
Now my wife has seen it, and she was telling me, and she says like real touching.
Oh, that movie,
like crazy emotional.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, if you ain't doing this a couple times, wiping some tears. No, that movie is great.
Okay, all right. I had to.
Funny.
Okay, all right. I have to check that out. All right, so we're gonna leave that there for now and move right into our closing monologue. My brother, take it away.
Thank you. All right, so we talked about it a little earlier about the ballroom and whatnot. So Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Palantir, I believe that's the way you say it, and T-Mobile are all helping to fund this ballroom at the White House. I can't help but ask why. These are not acts of generosity. They are investments. Big tech does not just hand over millions of dollars without expecting something in return. And let's be real, Palantir alone has pulled in $800 million in federal contracts this year. And now they're cutting a check for the White House. It's not charity, it's strategy. Google's YouTube is donating $22 million, and I'm using air quotes. It's being billed as a charity, but it's actually tied to a legal settlement after YouTube banned Trump's account back in whatever year it was. It's a transaction dressed up as a charity. The problem is this blurs the line between public service and private interests. The people's house, our house, shouldn't be built or beautified by corporations who will eventually use it to buy favor or influence. Because once you let the money in the door, you can bet it'll start whispering in the ears of the policymakers. Even if it's legal, it's unethical, it erodes trust, and it sends a message that power in America isn't earned by public service. It's purchased by corporate checkbooks. At the end of the day, this ballroom isn't just a room, it's a symbol. And right now it looks like less like democracy and more like a business deal.
That's it, brother. That's all you got?
Yep.
All right, cool. That was excellent. I enjoyed and I agree 110%. All right, y'all. Well, that's our episode 10 of For the Fam podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Again, you can find us on any, and I mean anywhere that you get your other podcasts. So check us out. Share, like, subscribe, comment, all the things that y'all already know what to do. All right. Like I said, we trying to get there. I mean, for us right now, this is just I don't want to say sentimental value, but for us, it's just sentimental value. But damn it, we eventually want to get to some monetary value. So
Absolutely.
Come on, y'all, we can't do it without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it there for now. I'm 6 Mil, keeping it trill.
It's your boy KG.
And we'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.